Hi all, this is my last chapter on deflections. The puzzles in this video are slightly harder than the ones I put in the first chapter, so I suggest that you pause the video at every position so that you can test yourself. There are 6 puzzles in this video, so you can evaluate your understanding of chess tactics depending on your score out of 20. The points for each puzzle are mentioned in the comments section. Anyway, here it's white to play. A couple of things to notice for white are 1. Knight captures e7 is a check, and 2. Black's back rank is very weak. Combining these two ideas, white plays queen c6. Now black has two options. One is to play queen captures queen, and the other is to play rook d8. Both have the same consequences. Let's see what happens if queen captures queen. Play would continue as follows. And now white is up a bishop. Alternatively, if black decides to play rook d8 at this point of the game, he still loses his dark-colored bishop. This is a very interesting position. It's white's turn. White has a brilliant combination that completely turns around the game. White starts with c7, check. After this, black is forced to capture on c7, otherwise the pawn will queen and that will be mate. So, he can capture with his king or with his queen. Both are winning for white. Let's first see what happens if queen captures c7. After queen captures c7, black's king and queen are aligned on the same diagonal. Another thing to notice is that if the queen was moved to a5, knight c6 would fork black's king and queen. This would be enough for white to win. Thus, white now plays bishop e5, pinning the queen to the king. After this move, it's all over for black. He has no way out. Queen captures bishop is followed by knight c6. And now after all the smoke is cleared, white has an easy win. White should be able to win from here. Now let's go back to the initial position and see what happens if king captures c7. Well, the same sequence follows on another diagonal. I'll quickly run through the moves. As you can see, this is just the same for white, and white is winning. White has an easy win, just as in the previous position. This is another classic position. It's white to play. In this position, white's two rooks prove to be more powerful than black's queen. In fact, after the sequence, white ends up with a winning advantage. Pause the video and see if you can find the best combination for white. Well, white plays rook a4. This move threatens rook h3 mate, so queen captures rook is forced. Now rook h3 is played, which compels black's king to move to the 4th rank, which in turn sets up a skewer. Rook h4 wins the black queen. Now white is a rook up and should have an easy win from here. This is the position from one of my recent 3-minute blitz games. It's white to play. I was playing white and I just found a series of deflecting moves in a row. Let's see if you can find them. The key mistake that black made was that he left too many pieces underprotected. Black's whole 8th rank has so many loose pieces. One totally loose bishop and 2 minor pieces protected solely by the king. Keeping this in mind, white plays bishop captures knight. After d5 captures bishop, white totally destroys black's back rank with the following continuation. Rook captures bishop. King captures rook. Rook captures knight. king e7, and finally rook captures bishop. Now white is significantly up material. In this puzzle, it's black to play and mate in exactly 2 moves. Can you spot the mate? Okay, black's first move is queen b1, check, forcing king b1. His next move is rook d1, mate. Now queen b1 is not a very easy move to find, but the purpose of this move is very clear. It deflects the king to b1 and prepares rook d1. Notice that the e6 bishop prevents king a2. Without that bishop, the whole sequence would have failed. Have a look at this position. It's white's turn. See if we can find the best combination for white. White starts with knight f6, check. This forks black's king and queen, but more importantly, threatens a checkmate in 2. Black's best try is to play king h8 and let his queen be taken. However, if black decides to play bishop captures knight, white responds with queen g6, check, exploiting the pin on the f7 pawn. Now the king goes to h8, its only square, and white mates with queen h7. To avoid this mate, black should have played king h8 earlier, as I mentioned. This would unpin the f7 pawn and prevent queen g6.